Alright, what do we got here? I already got my Orbis game out of the way. I mean, I might as well do All Seeing, I guess, next. I don't really lose anything here. I personally like Eldritch, I guess, for All Seeing. But yeah, similar story to Orbis. It just is too slow in a properly competitive lobby. Like, if this were the tournament, no way would I do these heroes. But we'll see. It looks like we got another, like, 3 bot lobby here. Though, well, we got... This one probably is going to be tougher, though. We got Swift Wolf, who's a monster on Mars. Hunilis is also a monster. Like, even though there's 3 bots, we might have some issues. We'll see. I would say, comparing Orbis to All Seeing, though, I do prefer All Seeing. At least with All Seeing, I don't have to rely on promotion to actually make use of my hero power. True, I could technically low roll and never see any Coven units beyond the ones that I level up with, but that's so much more unlikely than not seeing a promotion. And there's no anti-hero power with All Seeing. Like, I don't have any downside other than just the simple fact that I probably don't have a hero power for most of the game. You know, seeing a Tangle is not a help. Seeing a Flambar could be a help, but it's only 50-50 that you see it. Like, I wish that you could see the level, you know, unit of the level that you're going into. I think that would be a lot better. You're gonna have to forgive me if I'm very disappointed to see these as my units. We could lock it. It's a useless spell, though. And since we're getting extra mana, you know, it'd be nice to use a useful spell, maybe. So we'll see. We lose, but yeah, if they're gonna cast the better than nothing, it was, I guess, to be expected. Okay, we get the triple anyway, I guess I'll take it. Death's Contract could probably be better than Hellfire. Both of them I actually find relatively overrated, but that's just like my opinion, man. I suppose we should put the health here, it kinda sucks, but could put the health there. Probably should just put the health there, that probably at least wins me at least the next 2 fights. Got the Inferno bot here. So what are the bots? Inferno, Batabat. Batabat can be an okay bot. Grotesque is usually a useless bot. It never uses its bananas. Okay, that's not a bad one to get the contract on. Because now it can, especially with 3 bots in the lobby, I can slot 1 it and actually guarantee that it dies. This is not a bot, though. This is definitely a unit I want to see, though. This is a great unit to get going for your World Eater, your eventual World Eater. I should probably buy this. I wonder, though, do I... Got 2 beasts. As much as it pains me, I suppose. No, we should get this one dying. We want to try to get the Mana Guardian to die. Now, do I lock this? These units aren't particularly great for me. Like, the Hellhound's okay. I actually think we just let it roll. Free mana isn't, like, super necessary on the next turn. 7 mana. We're just looking to buy 2 3 costs, most likely. So, it is what it is. We don't want the Tangle to just help the enemy, though. That's all it ever does when it strikes. Okay. Good situation to have that die. We will win the fight because of that, I think. Oh man, he didn't die though, huh? Well, either way, 6 mana is probably fine. He's going to be looking pretty strong though. We'll buy that, because these are horrible. Absolutely dog shit. We're against a bot though. So let's go like this, and we can just... Yeah, this is totally fine. I could probably argue for selling this and buying the Hellhound here. We want that in the pool anyway. This gives me more stats. I think that there is okay. Yeah. And we actually have a pretty... Usually I don't find this many takeable tangles, but we'll take it here. By the way, I wish Tangle was a small-sized unit. I think that could help it out a lot. Quite a lot, actually. If I could cast Gnawing Feeling on Tangle, it would be okay. I'll give it this much. It's better than Lava Toad. It's definitely better than Lava Toad. And maybe if it actually guaranteed that it shifted a front unit and a back unit, instead of just doing crap like that, like, I would actually go so far as to say it might be a good unit at that point. So if it were small and it actually guaranteed the units it shifted and kept the same stat line, it would be an okay unit, I think. Or maybe if it was magical. Even found more tangles. Fortunate Blade is probably going to be tough to hit here, but none of these really do that much for me. I could actually just skip here probably. That way if I skip, I got 7 mana. I could actually just buy... I could sell that. I think I do that. Wait, what? Skip that. Yeah, let's buy. Oh wait, they're not... Okay, how about this? Does it hurt me a lot to sell this and take that? I could just lock this, honestly. That's okay. I suppose that's okay. I should have put the shade on the left still. Alright, it's good. I want the Death's Contract there. I should have not had the Mana Pest there. It ended up not super mattering, but again, I don't think the Tanghole did any favors right there. So we're taking damage. We'll take this. We at least get a good Coven unit here. I definitely want that. We can buy and sell that. This would be a good tempo unit. We'd rather have a Blood Mage if we could. Oh, we got our World Eater though. So let's start giving our World Eater some stats here, why don't we? Like, I want to get it out of range, so we'll just start giving it health. Maybe we'll go like... And who do we want the Death's Contract to hit? Whoever's on the left is who it will give it to. Like, maybe the Flambar isn't so bad to actually give these stats to. It just kind of works. We would love to get another triple to try to get Arcane Offering, I think. Yeah, none of that's really worth locking. 4-4 is better than a 4-3. It is a... Well, it's not a bot, but they're... I don't know if this player is super new or not. I think maybe we go like that. I don't know. Okay, they're... I don't know what... See, I don't know. Like, the Tangle kind of helped him out there. I don't know. Maybe. We'll win the fight, because we got the World Eater, but... Yeah. So we're good, but similar to that last game, I just feel like, you know, it's a 3-bot lobby. This player isn't, like, super experienced. Results not typical, you know. Alright, no Arcane Offering yet again. We should take maybe the Blade at this point, though, since we're going to have a lot of fights where this is just the unit. We should try to find some health to cast, I guess. We should keep buying these. I guess it's fine. I can do that. Since it's a boss, we'll go back to that. Yeah, let's try to find some health, though. Like, I need to accelerate the health on this thing. I am fine to lock for the triple there. Keep in mind this Mana Guardian is eventually something I want the World Eater to eat. Right? So, as far as forecast, we would not be opposed to getting a... Plus, it is just another chance at Arcane Offering, right? We want Arcane Offering. We may not find it, but we diluted the pool a little bit at least by taking that 3 cost. Kind of wish now, though, that I'd taken the other 3 cost treasure because it would further dilute the pool to... I mean, I gotta say, like, Arcane Offering is very important to this hero, in my opinion. Like, if they can always predict that you're putting it in 6, that's not good. Also, like, just the ability to maybe run it in slot 7 and get a 3 and a 4 in the 4 could be a Flambar that's stealth with an ambush tactics. Like, that. These are all strong things. I'm just allergic, I guess, to frickin' whatever you call it. So if they cast Targeted Strike or Eruption, I will waste these Flambars. Let's at least have one Flambar going somewhere. I'll take this, I guess. Let's have it like this. I guess now I do want the stats here. And we could go to a Tangle in the meantime, I suppose. Maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. It has more attacks, so maybe just put on the left. I could do this. I'll be sad if I find health, but honestly, this is actually pretty good to put in too. We could put that as the benefactor of that. That's pretty good. Okay, we can also take that. I can take that and sell that. And I will lock that. That's definitely good. Let's get you in. I'm going super greedy here, but that's, I guess, kind of how you have to play this hero, I think. So we could eventually be running a decently statted Buke and a decently statted Mana Guardian in front of this World Eater. And, yeah, that'll be good. I think we'll 1v whatever him here, hopefully. Nope, doesn't look like it. His shit got too big. But yeah, we put a greedy board in. I really don't need to be running Mana Pest. I shouldn't really be running that, but yeah, whatever. There we go. Ambush tactics. I'll get rid of Death's Contract, I guess. I don't know. Death's Contract is actually maybe better than Force Multiplier. I think it is. And we'll be on the lookout. I mean, I guess I could. It is magical. If I see the stealth, I'll do whatever on it. But I do want to get out of like targeted strike range ASAP. So that's the deal there. I mean, we should buy another. We're almost to another World Eater. We'll be on the lookout for stealth, but we may not have much mana to spare for it. I think I'd rather get the stats up on this than have the Mana Pest die. If that's the case, we should go like that. The Mana Pest will still probably die here. This is actually a pretty good setup. Just have that die. Trying to have the bots work out in our favor. I will say this, all seeing probably pretty good into bot lobbies. Right? I have so much leeway here. We would love to find up a bomb too. Still would really need Arcane Offering to truly make this work though. Without Arcane Offering, which now we don't really have 3 costs. I could put the Tangles back into the pool, which might be in my benefit. Nobody else is going to be buying that. So we got everything we wanted this fight. Okay. Since we have a full board, I am going to just put these into the pool. There we go, look at that. Okay, now we probably just shift to this. Well, no, this still makes sense, huh? Maybe something like this makes sense. So, because I'm connected here, it will die. It will give stats to everybody. We could take the Mana Pest out. If I wanted to be really greedy, I could just put this here and then everything gets the stats. I will say the Mana Guardian doesn't get the stats here, but I think that's fine. I would like to maybe get a bomb here or something to scale here. Maybe an Archeros is fine, just to be a ranged unit that I could move around. In fact, why don't we just do this? This is probably fine. This thing will grow twice, so that's pretty good. It's a big hit on my big boy. They're hitting all the right targets, it seems. But now I am. But we still lose because of just trash RNG, really, but it's fine. I can deal with some trash RNG because of how the lobby has just allowed me to play this out here. At this point, Fortunate Blade really isn't doing anything for us. Nothing of this really is, though. Let's just skip. I need a massive upgrade if I'm going to not take 2 mana for it. So we're finally out of targeted strike range, by the way. It took that long to get there. I really need a better unit in slot 7. Still going to do this. It's still worth it to me. I wouldn't mind actually just casting that. Maybe the pledge would have been worth it. Okay, but Bomb is absolutely a unit we want. Do I want another Flambar? I might as well lock it. We're almost ready to get another World Eater. I don't really actually need to slot this Flambar here. I will say that it's kind of weird how we're going to have to set up this board when we get this other World Eater, but probably what I'll do is I'll run a World Eater. I don't have to run the other World Eater, I guess. And really, I don't know. Without an Arcane, there is a trick. With the Arcane Offering, I can actually get slot 3 to give the stats to both slot 6 and 7 World Eater, but without the Arcane Offering, I guess there's no sense slotting the other unit. I guess triple this? Do we finally take the pledge? I guess at this point, it still only works on like a few of the units. I guess it's better than the Fortunate Blade, like mildly though. Could take the Vampire Bats. Could take the Vampire Bats. Maybe that actually does start to make sense, huh? And I don't think we slot this. I will do that. Do we want another Buke instead of this bomb? Without an Arcane Offering, we're not going to get an Arcane Offering, it looks like. I don't know that the bomb, other than just simply being a ranged unit, does much for us. Because obviously these are the units I want to feed this. Let's just keep looking. Try to get a 7-cost treasure, maybe. I'll still do this, though. I'll do this every time it comes up. I would buy Fnatic if I see it. We don't need this. I'll buy that. Sell it. Any of that worth taking? Hellfire Cannon is not really gigantically better, honestly, than the range units that I already have. Not enough for me to spend 6 on. So they did kind of hurt us a bit there, but not gigantically with the explosion. Alright, Vampire Bat's useless as always. Swift Wolf high rolling as always. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm always just seeing gigantic shit with fucking Swift Wolf whenever I play him, but can't blame him for doing it. I mean, I'm not gonna blame him for playing to his, you know, his outs there, but just something I've observed. I don't know that any 5-cost treasures do anything for us. I mean, I guess I could move World Eater to the left. Even with, like, this easy road we've had, we're still probably just gonna get, like, barely tough for. I could just die here. It is double damage rounds now. I think I need to try to just survive at this point. This is rough. I don't know. The Babam isn't great. It really wants me to take these. I just don't know what 5-cost treasure is going to help me at this point. Nothing really. Like literally nothing. Yeah, this is all trash. I'll lock the promo. Should have bought the pest, but whatever. We'll see if we're dead here. No, we might be. That freaking. I need to get first strike. No, we're dead. 100% we're dead. That was a good hit. But yeah, we're so fucking dead. 12 health though, I probably still live. Vampire bats. Didn't even proc. Why did it not proc there? Oh. Well, that's a good interaction to know. Apparently, apparently the Buke. Boy. Well, what do we do then? Does this Flambar really need to be something? That is a little bit better. Huh. Well, they might die to the ghost. I don't know. I really need to replace this then. This is completely useless to me, as it always is. I guess if there's some way I could get this guy's attack to actually start as the most, but yeah, right now Buke is deathless. Sometimes he still might be able to get an attack off, but yeah, this is just really awkward. Maybe we just don't run it? I could run the Weird Beast in front, I guess. I should have been buying the bombs though, like, I don't know. Just try to get my Coven thing going. Yeah, it's just a mess. I wouldn't say I'm playing particularly well right now either, but I also don't, I just don't think with the missing on the Arcane Offering, there's just so many things to miss on. But yeah, admittedly the Vampire Bats was bad. I mean, what were my other choices? Is it really that big of a downside? It's like I could have got it to proc there. It still has like a chance to proc. But yeah, and I'm so easily counterable at this point. If they just find a KF, they'll just put it there. Find a Fanatic. Like, there's so many easy ways to counter me at this point. So I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. It would have been nice to get all of this stuff. If I can... Does Assassination... It does potentially do a pretty good thing for me. I'm just trying to think, like... Do I do it here? Like right now I at least can protect against potential war engines. I'm just going to YOLO this, I think, and hopefully triple. KF not bad. KF slot 4 then. I don't need all of this shit happening. He might just explosion me though, but we'll see. So, what else then? This is still having my Deathless trigger. Don't think I'll ever use these again. So let's go like this. Be a nice unit to have, I suppose. Maybe I should have... yeah, there's a lot I could have done here. I don't think I should have ran Weird Beast slot 1. I should have ran Bomb slot 5 with the Mana Guardian in front. Of course he has War Engines. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he also have War Engines? Why wouldn't he? Well, we at least win this fight. But that ain't gonna last. And obviously he knows that I had... how do I always get fucked over on this? Every time. It's like the minute I put it in. So this player is running Wraith Queen. You know... Let's make it really unlikely for her to slay. Let's go and just do... Like, I want this here. What's her strongest unit going to be? Slot 2, probably. So we'll go you there. I do want a magical unit in front of this. 32 health, huh? 30 attack is almost certainly higher at this point. Maybe not high enough to counter that, though. Not going to be enough health. Going first would kill this. I would kill that, actually. Do they have speed potion? They do have speed potion. It'd be a 50-50. I think we just want to get ourselves out of range. Okay, that might do it. That's about all I can do at this point. Buy that, whatever. We're probably just dead. We'll see. Ah, fuck that. Of course they find that. Of course they find that. Oh, well, the game crashed anyway. I'm gonna try to reconnect. Submit a bug report. I still am gonna upload this recording because I don't want to play All Seeing again. I did win an earlier game with it off the record, but I am just completely unconvinced of this. There's too many things you have to hit on for there to be consistency here. Third, yeah, well, sweet. There you have it. Yeah, my thoughts on All Seeing are if you miss on Arcane Offering, you're fucked. If you miss on Coven units to a certain extent, you're fucked. Like the actual good ones, not named Tangle, right? I still think Tangle is a pretty bad unit. It's a little bit better now that the stat line was buffed, but I don't know. Any competitive that wasn't even, 3-bot lobby. I still almost died out very early, and obviously I just had no health to work with. And we even hit on the ambush tactic play, and it just wasn't even remotely enough. So I don't know. Mark Orbis and All Seeing on just my do not draft list. I don't think I'll ever be able to be convinced on this. I get why people like them though, right? The people that like the swingy heroes, I get that is totally fine. It's just not how I play. I like the boring, consistent ones, Like, if you look at all the ones that I mainly play, like boss to me is very consistent. I don't need to hit anything with boss. I literally don't need to find anything with boss. I'm guaranteed that hero power is good. I don't need any specific comp. I don't even need to find a single artifact, and I will top 4 with boss. We don't talk about Brotusk. Bullhead I also think is consistent. I think it's very hard to win with, but the way I see it, I don't even care about the beast tag. I just see it as all of my units get a flat 2 attack. That's fine. Crowley also, it's like, I don't need anything in particular. I'm just getting an extra mana minimum each turn, and if I can get more casting artifacts, that's even better. But it's very hard to have a bad Crowley game, though I have had them. Demonstra, I've always thought she's pretty consistent in the fact that I'm always guaranteed the demons, but you know what? I don't think she's that good anymore now that demons got nerfed. She's still playable, but I do think I don't consider her top tier anymore. I've played a lot of Eyes, but I actually don't like the champ. I think it's very overrated. Groundson, now that's my boy right there, right? And keep in mind, there should be 2 extra wins here that got disconnected at the most unfortunate times. That should read 33 and 28, so 33 all top 4, even with like several disconnects in there. It was a really bad luck with my Groundson disconnects, but add at least 2 more wins in there. Tell me that's not the best champ in the game. Guardian Zoe, very consistent. Again, I don't... Groundson, Zoe, Boss Fratu, these are 3 prime example of the type of heroes I like to play. You cannot low roll with them. You cannot. If you low roll with them, you would have low rolled with anybody. Any build works with them. Any artifacts work with them. They always have a hero power. They're amazing. Jacko as well. And again, I think it's hard to win with Jacko, but very easy to top 4. And, there's some additional context similar to Groundson. I've had a lot of Jacko games that would have been wins that frickin' disconnected. At least 2. But still, the win rate is not high with Jacko. It's just that he's more of a top 4 champ, because Mounted loses all of its steam to most late game one-on-ones. Lars, technically, I guess, goes against a lot of what I just said. However, I think it's very incredibly hard to low roll with Lars when Coven is not banned. You could miss on Flamber and you can still hit on Babam. Even without a Flambar, the Babam is going to do so much work for you. If you miss on the Flambar and the Babam and the Manifest, then I don't know what to tell you. That, I guess, can happen, right? It has happened to me, but that is an extremely more unlikely scenario than, say, never finding promotion on Orbis, right? Or something like that. And now Morg does rely on tripling within a reasonable amount of time, which is actually decently easy to accomplish. You know, decently easy to miss on that. Hence the not so good stats here. I don't think Morg is actually that consistent. Orbis, you can't say I haven't tried. I played him 4 times. The one win we saw, didn't even top 4 in one of them, but you know, I'm just not convinced. Asircles is pretty solid, but I don't know. I don't think Asircles is amazing, actually. Like, it's just kind of okay. I would put it around Bullhead level. And Rattiness is... You can miss on rats, but similar to Lars, that's pretty tough to do, to just not find any rats at all. That's happened to me, but most of the time it's going to be a very solid champ that's tough to win with, but almost guaranteed top 4. And I don't have much experience with the new Rat Skull. I actually think it's okay. I think people probably undervalue it. It's just the fact that it pales in comparisons when you directly compare it to a lot of the other top tier champs makes us not like it, right? Like, if I look at this and a Ground Sin, I'm like, why would I ever play Rat Skull? But the fact of the matter is, sometimes Rat Skull is just what you're offered alongside some bullcrap like, you know, Orbis or something. And Roka, I'm actually convinced, is not good. Fun to play, not actually good. I think most of the time you have an anti-hero power, even if it's giving you extra health. You just don't want that unit to die. And it's very promotion dependent, very similar to Orbis. If you're not finding promotions, or you're not specifically finding an early Mana Guardian, you just are going to have most likely a bad game. Huntress, I play her because I enjoy playing her. I wouldn't recommend her though. I've happened to top 4 every time with her, but luck of the draw. She just doesn't really have a hero power at the moment. She's not good. Silverbeak is solid, I think, but not really on the level of the good tempo champs. I think Silverbeak is a bit overrated, but I will usually default to Silverbeak in a lot of cases. 10-foot I think is very top tier. Hard to win with, but you are very guaranteed a top 4. The linking is a good downside, but yeah, 22 top 4s out of 22 played. How can you argue against that? And Baron is... It's so funny that Baron... I actually see Baron as a tempo champ. You know, I don't really see it lacking in the late game, but for whatever reason, I've had trouble winning with Baron, as you can see. A lot of second places, but you know, in the terms of the MMR, a second place is indifferentiable from a first place, so it really doesn't matter if MMR is like all you're cared about. Which for me, I don't know. I think I'd rather win still. It's just more fun. And Xerath is probably the champ that I see myself probably playing it more. It just happens that every time it's offered, Eldritch is banned, and I'm not going to play it if Eldritch is banned. Like, there's not enough benefit for a Grek to me to want to go Xerath unless the other choices suck. But I do think if Eldritch is not banned, Xerath is a pretty good champ. And actually is somewhat consistent. If both Greener and Eldritch are open, then you have to miss on both Grek and Arcturos, but you know, which is, oh yeah, it's 2 units compared to the 3 that you'd have to miss on, say, Lars. So it is easier to miss with Xerath. However, that's still 2 units. It's a 2-unit spread. I think the odds are in your favor that you find one of them, and you might even find both. So I do think, and there is also, even if you don't find them, technically Void Blade, if you find a Shadow Blade, could be good. But only if you do that. Yeah, it's my full, I guess, impromptu review of the champs I usually want to go for. I don't really like All-Seeing. I don't really like Orbis or Inferna or Pandara. These just aren't. I mean, look at my Pandora stats; they're abysmal. Like, I've never really had anything happen. Like, granted, you know, only 3 played, but I played it a lot. I played Pandora quite a lot in the beta, and I was never impressed with it. I just hate that hero. But yeah, that'll do it. Got my all-seeing game out of the way. Would have liked to win. I think if I had an Arcane Offering, I could have easily transitioned that to a win, but well, what are you going to do? I tried, what, 3 or 4 times for it, couldn't find it. Because then I could run the Mana Guardian in, like, a slot that it still gives the stats to the World Eater, but also gets the bomb. And that's usually what I'm going for. But yeah, we didn't get it. Guess that's my 300th game played. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.